What's going on? Hey, I want to drop by for our sales folks and give just two quick things for you to be avoiding to drastically improve the quality of your sales calls and your demos, especially your first sales calls. So this is after whatever kind of cold outreach you're doing or an inbound lead comes in. This is once a person's qualified and you're hopping on the call for the first time. The two main things I want you to start avoiding to drastically improve your sales calls and set you apart in the market. So the story is this: most salespeople out there, they're getting on phone calls and they're doing one of two things. One, they are overstating and over-explaining in the very beginning of the call who they are, who their company is, what the story is, where the company's headquartered, who their founder is. It's a bunch of garbage information that you learned in your packet when you first started at your company. That packet was developed 10 years ago. Listen, no one cares. You're literally wasting the first 10 minutes of your phone call. You're boring your prospects to death and you're losing them. So drop all the information about who your company is and what you guys are all about and get right to, instead, all about the prospect. The point of that call is for you to learn as much about that prospect as you can so that you can provide them with whatever solution that they need. But secondly, so after you've made your basic introductions with each other, your job as a salesperson is to be sharp. And you need to let your customer know that you've done your research. So do not, second thing to avoid, do not start the phone call with saying, hey, Mr. Manager, Mr. Project, Prospect, would like to learn a bit more about you and your group. Obviously, we know we want to do that. Why don't you go ahead and tell me blah, blah, blah. Tell me about you guys. Tell me why what you're interested in, whatever that may be. You need to open that door by saying, hey, here's what I understand about you guys so far. Prove that you've done your research briefly, and then you have the right to ask. So with that being said, why don't you tell me about XYZ? So do not just open up with the and show your cards to your prospect that, hey, I didn't do any research at all. I didn't do my job and do the hard work it takes to understand what I need to understand to come into this call. So I'm going to give you the job to do my job for me. Your job is to do the research, let them know you did it, and then have them fill in the pieces that you may have missed. So take those two things out of every one of your sales calls moving forward. I promise you, you're going to get better response from your prospects. A lot of times, salespeople, the customers who ghost on you, that never show up after a sales call that you think might have gone well, or they may even really need what you provide, is because they just may not like the way that you handled that first sales call. So next time you call or email them, they're like, man, I don't want to deal with this person again, or the way they handled that call. So sharpen up. Listen, prospects are getting hit by everybody left and right. You got to be the sharpest one out of the pack so that people want to talk with you and want to work with you and deal with you moving forward. Put those into your game. Have a great day.